Yes.
నమస్కారం. కేఏబి ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ కన్సల్టెంట్స్ విద్యార్థులకు తల్లిదండ్రులకు సాదరంగా ఆహ్వానం పలుకుతుంది. ప్రతిరోజు నిర్వహించేటువంటి కాలేజ్ కనెక్ట్ ప్రోగ్రాంలో భాగంగా ఈరోజు ఫార్మసీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్, ఆ ఫార్మసీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్లో ఉన్నటువంటి కోర్సులు, ఆ ఫార్మసీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ కోర్సులు చదవటం వల్ల విద్యార్థులకి ఎటువంటి నైపుణ్యాలు వస్తాయి, ఫార్మసీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్లో రాణించాలంటే ఎటువంటి అభిరుచి ఉండాలి, ఎటువంటి లక్షణాలు కలిగి ఉన్నటువంటి విద్యార్థులు రాణిస్తారు అనే సమాచారాన్ని మనతో పంచుకోవడం కొరకు ఈరోజు మన అతిథిగా డాక్టర్ ఏ శ్రీనివాసరావు గారు మనతో ఉన్నారు. డాక్టర్ ఏ శ్రీనివాసరావు గారు ప్రొఫెసర్ అండ్ ప్రిన్సిపాల్ భాస్కర్ ఫార్మసీ కాలేజ్ హైదరాబాద్. డాక్టర్ ఏ శ్రీనివాసరావు గారికి రీసెర్చ్ టీచింగ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ లో 26 సంవత్సరాల అనుభవం ఉంది. అండ్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో అన్ ఎగ్జామినర్ ఫర్ జేఎన్టీ హైదరాబాద్, కాకతీయ యూనివర్సిటీ వరంగల్, శ్రీ వెంకటేష్ యూనివర్సిటీ తిరుపతి. వీరు ఇంటర్నేషనల్, నేషనల్ గా 70 పేపర్స్ ని పబ్లిష్ చేయడం జరిగింది. తర్వాత లాస్ట్ 6 years నుంచి ఈ రీసెర్చ్ పబ్లికేషన్స్ కి పియర్ రివ్యూర్ గా కూడా పనిచేస్తున్నారు. సో డాక్టర్ శ్రీనివాసరావు గారు మనతో ఉన్నారు. వారు 3 పుస్తకాలు పబ్లిష్ చేయడం కూడా జరిగింది. తర్వాత హైదరాబాద్ లో ఉన్నటువంటి అత్యంత ప్రతిష్టాత్మకమైనటువంటి కళాశాలలో ఒక కళాశాలగా గుర్తింపు ఉన్నటువంటి భాస్కర ఫార్మసీ కాలేజీలో వారు ప్రిన్సిపల్ గా చేస్తున్నారు. సో డాక్టర్ శ్రీనివాసరావు గారిని విద్యార్థులకు, తల్లిదండ్రులకు ఫార్మసీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ మరియు అలైడ్ కోర్సెస్, ఫార్మసీతో అనుబంధం ఉన్నటువంటి ఇతరత్ర కోర్సెస్ గురించి అవగాహన ఏర్పాటు చేయవలసిందిగా కోరుచున్నాం. డాక్టర్ శ్రీనివాసరావు గారు, ప్లీజ్ క్యారీ ఆన్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. వెంకటేష్ గారు, మీ చక్కని నా గురించి చెప్పినటువంటి విషయాలు నాకు ఎంతో ఆనందం. సో మీరు చెప్పినట్టుగా నేను ఈ ఫార్మసీ విద్య దానిని కండక్ట్ చేసేటువంటి కోర్సుల్లో ఒక అవగాహనతో నేను ఈరోజు ఈ తల్లిదండ్రులకు, విద్యార్థులకు స్వాగతం పలుకుతూ, ఫార్మసీ అనగానే అందరికీ గుర్తొచ్చేది మెడికల్ షాపులో కూర్చున్నటువంటి ఫార్మసిస్ట్ అండి. కానీ అది ఒక 10 పనుల్లో ఒకటి. అది అట్లాంటి ఇంకా 9 పనులు చేసేటువంటి వాళ్ళు కూడా ఫార్మసిస్టులే. ఒక మందుని కనిపెట్టే దగ్గర నుంచి, దాన్ని ఒక ఫార్ములేషన్ గా తీర్చిదిద్దే దగ్గర నుంచి, దాన్ని ఒక మంచి ప్యాకింగ్ లో తయారు చేసి దానిని ఒక మెడికల్ షాప్ కి సప్లై చేసే దగ్గర నుంచి, అక్కడ డిస్పెన్స్ చేసినటువంటి ఫార్మసిస్ట్ దగ్గర నుంచి, ఆ డిస్పెన్స్ చేసిన డ్రగ్ తాలూకా సైడ్ ఎఫెక్ట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా లేదా అని చెప్పి చెక్ చేసేటువంటి క్లినికల్ ఫార్మసిస్ట్ దగ్గర నుంచి, ఈ జాబ్ మొత్తం అంటే ఒక విధంగా చెప్పాలంటే, ఒక వైద్యుడు మనిషికి మందులు ఉపయోగించి ప్రాణం పోస్తే, ఈ ఫార్మసిస్టు ఆ మందులకే ప్రాణం పోస్తున్నాడు అని అర్థం. సో మందులను కనిపెట్టిన దగ్గర నుంచి దాన్ని పేషెంట్ లో ఉపయోగించే వరకు ఎలాంటి దుష్పరిణామాలు లేకుండా ఆ పేషెంట్ ని ఒక మంచి ఆరోగ్యవంతుడిగా తీర్చిదిద్దడానికి అవసరమైనటువంటి అన్ని విషయాలలో వైద్యులకి సహాయం చేస్తూ ఈ ఫార్మసిస్ట్ అనేటువంటి ఒక ప్రొఫెషన్ మనకి ఎంతో ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. కానీ ఒక విషయం ఏంటంటే, ఫార్మసిస్ట్ అనగానే అందరూ డాక్టరు, ఫార్మసిస్టు, నర్సు అంటే వీళ్ళంతా హెల్త్ ప్రొఫెషనల్స్ కాబట్టి ఈ బైపీసీ చదివినటువంటి విద్యార్థులు మాత్రమే దీనికి అర్హులు అవుతారేమో అనేటువంటి అపోహ ఉన్నది. కానీ బి ఫార్మసీ జాయిన్ డి జాయిన్ కావాలన్నా, డిప్లొమా ఇన్ ఫార్మసీ జాయిన్ కావాలన్నా, బోత్ బైపీసీ మీన్స్ బయాలజీ, ఫిజిక్స్, కెమిస్ట్రీ గ్రూప్ కానీ, లేదా మ్యాథమెటిక్స్, ఫిజిక్స్, కెమిస్ట్రీ ఎంపీసీ గ్రూప్ కానీ, ఇద్దరు కూడా 2 గ్రూపుల వాళ్ళు కూడా అర్హులే. సో మొదట గవర్నమెంట్స్ ఏం చేసినాయంటే అంటారు, అందులో కొంతమంది జాయిన్ అయ్యి మిగిలిన సీట్లు ఉన్నటువంటి సీట్లని బైపీసీ వాళ్ళకి వాళ్ళ తో పాటుగా మిగిలిన 50% సీట్స్ కూడా ఇవ్వటం జరుగుతుంది. ఈ విధంగా మెజారిటీ పిల్లలు బైపీసీ స్ట్రీమ్ నుంచి వచ్చిన వారే అయి ఉంటారు. కాబట్టి ఈ ఫార్మసీ అనేటువంటి విద్య అది కెమిస్ట్రీ అండ్ బయాలజీ సంబంధించినటువంటి చదువు. అది కెమిస్ట్రీ అనేది ఇద్దరు చదువుతారు, ఎంపీసీ వాళ్ళు, బైపీసీ వాళ్ళు. కాబట్టి అది ఇద్దరికి అర్హత ఇచ్చి ఈ బి ఫార్మసీ లేదా ఫార్మడీ అనేటువంటి అండర్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్ అండ్ పోస్ట్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్ కోర్సెస్ ని ఆల్ ఓవర్ ఇండియా మనకి మంచి ప్రతిష్టాత్మకమైనటువంటి చాలా ఓల్డ్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ లైక్ బెనారస్ హిందూ యూనివర్సిటీ, ఎప్పుడైతే ఇది 1930s లో ఫార్మసీ విద్యని ఇండియాలో మొదలు పెట్టడం జరిగింది. దీని తరువాత ఆంధ్ర విశ్వవిద్యాలయం విశాఖపట్నం గాని, తరువాత కాకతీయ విశ్వవిద్యాలయం వరంగల్ గాని, తరువాత ఎల్ఎం కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఫార్మసీ గుజరాత్, అలాగే గవర్నమెంట్ కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఫార్మసీ బెంగళూరు, ఇట్లా మనం చూసుకుంటూ పోతే మన ఇండియాలో ఒక 15 నుంచి 20 మంచి గవర్నమెంట్ విద్యాలయాలు, విశ్వవిద్యాలయాలు పనిచేస్తున్నాయి. ఎంతో మంది ఫార్మసిస్టులను తయారు చేస్తున్నాయి. ఇవి కాకుండా మేజర్ కాంపోనెంట్ ప్రైవేట్ ఫార్మసీ కాలేజెస్. సో ప్రైవేట్ ఫార్మసీ కాలేజెస్ కలుపుకుంటే మనకి ఇండియాలో బి ఫార్మసీ విద్యను అందించినటువంటి కళాశాలను మీరు లెక్క పెడితే 2000 పైచిలుకు కాలేజీలు ఉన్నాయి. ఇవి ఈ భారతదేశం మొత్తం. అట్లా కాకుండా మన తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాల్లో చూస్తే 2 రాష్ట్రాల్లో కలిపి 250 నుంచి 260 కళాశాలలు ఉన్నాయి. సో వీరు ఇందులో ఒక 50 నుంచి 60 కళాశాలలు ఫార్మడీని, మిగిలిన అన్ని కాలేజీలు కలిపి బి ఫార్మసీ కోర్సులను అందిస్తున్నాయి. అందులో కొన్ని మంచి సీనియర్ కాలేజెస్ లో ఎం ఫార్మసీ కోర్స్ ఉంది. ఈ ఎం ఫార్మసీ కోర్స్ అనేది తర్వాత చేసేటువంటి కోర్సు. కాబట్టి ఈ తల్లిదండ్రులు కానీ పిల్లలు కానీ ఎప్పుడైతే మీరు నీట్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ మీద కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ చేసి ఆ ఎంబీబీఎస్, బిడిఎస్, ఆయుష్ కోర్సెస్ కొని వాటికి ఒక ప్యారలల్ గా ఎంసెట్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ నుంచి వచ్చినటువంటి ఈ బి ఫార్మసీ కానీ ఫార్మడీ కూడా మీ మీ అవగాహనలో ఉంచుకుంటే మీ పిల్లల భవిష్యత్తుకి ఎంతగానో ఉపయోగపడుతుంది అన్నటువంటి అభిప్రాయంలో నాకు ఎట్లాంటి అతిశయోక్తి లేదు. కాబట్టి అందరూ ఒక విధమైనటువంటి ఒపీనియన్ మీరు ఈ ఫార్మసీ విద్య కోసం మీకు కలగజేయాలనేటువంటి సదుద్దేశంతో క్యాబ్ కన్సల్టెంట్స్ వారు నన్ను సంప్రదించడం జరిగింది. సంప్రదించిన తర్వాత వెంకటేష్ గారు, శ్రీనివాస్ గారు అండ్ రాణి గారితో మాట్లాడి ఏ విధంగా మనం ఈ పిల్లల్ని, తల్లిదండ్రుల్ని ఒక మంచి విద్య వైపు, ఒక ఫార్మసీ విద్య వైపు వారిని, వాళ్ళ తాలూకా ఆలోచనల్ని మనం తీసుకుపోగలుగుతాం. ఏ విధంగా వాళ్ళకి మెడిసిన్ రాలేదని చెప్పి, లేకపోతే డెంటిస్ట్రీలో ఏమైనా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ లేదు, మేము ఫార్మసీ చదవాలనే అటువంటి ఆలోచనలు ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి ఏ విధమైనటువంటి మంచి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మనం ఇవ్వగలుగుతాం, వాళ్ళకు ఉన్నటువంటి ఆ డౌట్స్ ని ఏ విధంగా క్లారిఫై చేయగలుగుతాం అని ఆలోచించి ఈ రోజు ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని నిర్ణయించడం జరిగింది. ఇలాంటి వారు ఎన్నో కండక్ట్ చేస్తుంటారు క్యాబ్ కన్సల్టెంట్స్ వారు. అందులో ఈ ఫార్మసీ విద్య అనేది వాళ్ళు చేస్తున్నటువంటి మంచి కార్యక్రమాల్లో ఒక కార్యక్రమం అని చెప్పి నేను భావించి ఈ జూమ్ మీటింగ్ కి నేను రావటం జరిగిందండి. కాబట్టి పిల్లలు, తల్లిదండ్రులు ముఖ్యంగా గుర్తించుకోవాల్సినది, ఫార్మసిస్ట్ అనగానే అయ్యో మా పిల్లోడు బి ఫార్మసీ చదివిన తర్వాత మెడికల్ షాప్ లో మందులు ఇవ్వాలి అనేటువంటి ఆలోచన మీరు పక్కన పెట్టండి. మీ పిల్లవాడు లేదా మీ అమ్మాయి బి ఫార్మసీ, ఎం ఫార్మసీ లేక ఫార్మడీ చదివిన తర్వాత వాళ్ళకి మంచి ఉజ్వలమైనటువంటి మంచి మార్కులు తెచ్చుకొని మంచి భవిష్యత్తు కోసం వాళ్ళు అడుగులు వేస్తే తప్పకుండా మంచి ఫార్మస్యూటికల్ కంపెనీస్ లో కానీ వాళ్ళు జాయిన్ అవ్వగలిగి ఎన్నో జాబ్స్ అంటే వేల కొలది జాబ్స్. Pharmaceutical field is the second largest field in India after information technology. Pharmaceutical technology is the second biggest product. ఇండియా ప్రొడ్యూస్, మీరు చూస్తే ఇండియా ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తున్నటువంటి మెడిసిన్స్ లో 5.6 బిలియన్ షేర్. వరల్డ్ మీరు చూసుకుంటే 4th ర్యాంక్ లో ఉంది ఇండియా. సో ఇండియా ఈజ్ ద 4th ప్రొడ్యూసింగ్ మెడిసిన్. 8% ఆఫ్ గ్లోబల్ షేర్. చూడండి, 250-300 దేశాలు ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ ప్రపంచంలో 8% మనదే. సో అంటే నియర్లీ 10, అంటే డబుల్ డిజిట్ దగ్గర ఉన్నాం మనం. సో ఇంత ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తున్నాం మనం. అవుట్ సైడ్ అమెరికా మీరు చూసుకుంటే FDA, ఫుడ్ అండ్ డ్రగ్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ అప్రూవ్ చేసినటువంటి కంపెనీల సంఖ్య అవుట్ సైడ్ అమెరికా ఇండియా ఈజ్ ద ఫస్ట్ కంట్రీ. సో ఇన్ని మంచి లక్షణాలు ఉన్నటువంటి మన భారతదేశంలో ఈ ఫార్మసీ విద్యను అభ్యసించటం ఎట్టి పరిస్థితుల్లో కూడా మీరు తీసుకున్నటువంటి చిన్న అభిప్రాయం కాదు అని నేను ఫీల్ అవుతున్నాను. సో మీ పిల్లలకి తప్పకుండా ఈ బి ఫార్మసీలో కానీ ఫార్మా డిలో కానీ చేర్పించి మంచి కాలేజీలో, చాలా మంది పేరెంట్స్ అడుగుతుంటారు, సార్ ఏ కాలేజీలో చదివితే మాకు మంచి ట్రైనింగ్ ఉంటది, మంచి కాలేజీ నుంచి సపోర్ట్ ఉంటది, క్యాంపస్ ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి అని డౌట్ ఉంటది ప్రతి పేరెంట్ కి. ఎందుకంటే వారు మంచి కాలేజీలో చేర్పించటం వలన మంచి చదువే కాకుండా వాళ్ళకి మంచి జాబ్ కూడా రావాలనేటువంటిది ఒక సదుద్దేశం. కాబట్టి నేను చెప్పినటువంటి ఈ వరల్డ్ క్లాస్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్, ఓల్డ్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ అండ్ ప్రైవేట్ కాలేజెస్ లో కూడా మీరు చూడాల్సింది ఏంటంటే ఆ కాలేజీలో ఎంతమంది ఫ్యాకల్టీ ఉన్నారు.
Professor Garu, there is a request from participants. Could you please speak in English and present the case in English? I hope you got presentation slides also. So whatever the conversation that is made already till now, in a nutshell, just speak in English so that the other participants also.
Oh, thank you, sir. Okay, definitely.
There is a request from the participants.
My personal opinion,
Yeah,
as a professor of pharmacy,
yeah.
as a professional of pharmaceutical sciences, I request all the parents that when your child is not getting medical seat or not interested in other courses which belongs to the BPC students or even MPC people who are not willing to admit their kids in the engineering, the best option for you all is a pharmacy, because pharmacy education is not only the profession which is not only the activity connected with the distributing of drugs from the medical shop, because most of the people will think that medical shops, those who are graduated from pharmacy or diploma pharmacy people will sit in medical shop, is a wrong perception. It is one of the activities of a pharmacist, and the main duty of pharmacist is to discover drugs in the pharmaceutical companies and discovery of vaccines. So like in this pandemic situation, you don't know how many pharmacists are working in various industries for development of like Bharat Biotech, Serum India Limited, or Johnson and Johnson. So these are all different pharmaceutical companies where most of the pharmacy graduates and postgraduates or doctorates are working and working hard to get new drugs like Remdesivir, Favipiravir. So these are all the drugs which the pharmacists are working hard to discover and manufacture and supply to the retailers, and from there the drug is being reached to the hospitals or the patients. So the steps, if you see, from the manufacturing up to reaching the drug to the patient, in various steps, there are about 6-7 steps are there. So everywhere the pharmacist is involving, and finally the pharmacist also see, as a clinical pharmacist, that the medicine which the medicine which reached to the patient through another pharmacist, fellow pharmacist, should not produce any adverse effects. So that person also a pharmacist is called clinical pharmacist, who do the pharma D, will look after the safe management of drugs to the mankind. So these are all the activities and duties of pharmacy people. So it is a dynamic profession where the person has to give proper guidance to the patient in safe management of medication. So that is the thing which is connected with the pharmacy professional. So it is not a simple subject. It contains both chemistry related subjects as well as biology related, pharmacology related subjects. So the professional has to study all the subjects. And if you talk about where my children will get good education if I want to admit my child in pharmacy college, so please see, there are about 20 reputed institutions are there in India, especially the government organizations and some of the old pharmacy colleges. If you take Banaras Hindu University, which was established in 1930s, and afterwards Andhra University in 1940s, and after that in 60s, 70s, we have LM College of Pharmacy, Gujarat, and Kakatiya University, Warangal. So like that, we have many reputed institutions in India which scatters the pharmacy education to the needy people. And if you take the abroad status of pharmacy, you go graduated from India and practicing in those countries with high remunerations. So this is the Indian status. And if you take the Indian market or the produce capacity of India for pharmaceuticals, both bulk drugs as well as the formulations, we have more than 8% of the contribution from India globally. Our share is nearly double digit. And we have the 4th place in the world in producing of medicines. And our people are the pharmacy people who are involving in various capacities, especially from production side, from the discovery side, from R&D side, and packing side, and distribution side, marketing side, as well as dispensing side, and pharmacovigilance side. So these are all various steps of pharmacists. So my dear parents and students, I without any hesitation, I inform you all that pharmacy is not next to medicine or dentistry. It is an alternative to medicine and dentistry. Please remember this, my statement, because medicines are the key molecules of the products which will cure the diseases. And if you think doctors gives life to the patients with medicines, pharmacists give life to the medicines. So you see the difference. So pharmacists, the pharmacy professionals give life to the medicines, whereas by using those medicines, doctors are giving life to the patients. So please keep this in mind and think of it. The second largest produce of India, if you see the export of India after software is the pharmaceutical technology. Therefore, if you see even our Hyderabad is the pharmaceutical hub, and the present government is giving a very big boom to the pharmaceutical manufacturing units, and we have at 2-3 places big pharmaceutical hubs, and the government is giving full support for people who are.
We do like this, Professor. Let us start like this. I hope you have presentation PPTs. If not, what are the courses that normally offered under pharmacy stream for intermediate completed students?
Yes, sir. After 10+2 or intermediate,
yes, sir.
So there are about 3 types of courses readily available, sir. One is diploma in pharmacy, which is a 2 years course, and very few colleges are there in our Telugu states.
Yes, sir.
And second thing is B pharmacy, that is 4 years course, and third one is PharmaD, which is 6 years course. All the 3 courses will be given for the admission will be given to the 10+2 passed candidates, provided if they qualify certain entrance examinations. And normally we take MSET people. If MSET people are not sufficiently available, we take with 10+2 marks in the B category, especially for the management quota. 70% convener quota and 30% management quota seats are available in our Telugu states.
Sir. So the pharmacy, particularly if you look at who are eligible. See, intermediate we know from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh we call as an intermediate, but otherwise CBSE, ICSE and the other courses, if you look at, they have got a combination of science course. It's a MBPC kind of thing. So to study this pharmacy course, who are eligible and what are the prerequisites that are required for a candidate to do well in that pharmacy course?
Sir, this is the government of Telangana or the intermediate board of Telangana recognized any qualification which is equal to our intermediate 10+2 are all eligible, both CBSE or any other. Even recently they agreed for open school also, those who have qualified 10+2 with either MPC or BIPC or both MBIPC. So all are eligible to get the admission in either diploma in pharmacy 2 years course or B pharmacy 4 years course or PharmaD 6 years course. So they should have either mathematics with and biology and with physics and chemistry. So any 3 of these 4 courses, 4 subjects.
I request the participants to send your query in chat, through chat, text message, or you can use raise hand, so that we will take up your question personally with our expert, and we'll try to give you clarifications the most personalized and most personalized way. So kindly write your questions in chat so that the questions will be taken up personally one after the other, and mostly related to the pharmacy courses, career opportunities, then higher education opportunities, and pharmacy industry, job market kind of thing. So please put your queries in the chat box. Yeah, thank you. So Professor Garu, if you take the pharmacy as a course, how can we establish that it's an alternative course for MBBS or BDS? Now if you look at the present situation of this COVID, the forefront runners are doctors, nurses, paramedical staff, and they are doing good job, of course. How your pharmacy people can enable the patients with good health? Yeah.
Sir, if you take our critical situation from March 16th to, if you take end of May, everything was shut down except pharmaceutical production, sir. So all the pharmaceutical industries were working. All pharmacy people who are working in pharmaceutical industry, they were working. So they are under curtain. So they will not be appeared outside. That is the reason most of the public do not know that pharmacists have got a great role in pandemic situation. So there are many of my friends who are working in pharmaceutical industry in the production sector. They're all working. And we know that only pharmacist means those who are working in Apollo or Medics or MedPlus medical shops. They're also our friends. But apart from those, and these people also involved in the production of medicines. And in many countries, I know, in many countries, there is a shortage of medicines, but not in India. Because we, the Indian pharmacists, they worked hard without taking a single day rest. They are producing medicine.
So that is question from Fazal Hussain. Just a month before, one problem arose that B pharmacy students are not getting recognized certificate, so they are not getting proper jobs. What is this recognized certificate? Is it the institution or the student will get that certificate? I believe it's
the registered pharmacist certificate will be based on the list of the recognized colleges given by the Pharmacy Council of India. So in India, the apex body for registration of pharmacy, recognition of pharmacy course or pharmacy college is by Pharmacy Council of India, New Delhi. So some colleges, there are two types of recognitions are there, sir. One is under Section 10. Under Section 10 is given by Pharmacy Council of India to those colleges for permission to conduct of the course. Only conduct of the course. So you take admissions and you conduct the course. And Section 12, under Section 12, it is the final approval. So if those colleges which have got under Section 12 are eligible to get registration. So there are few colleges which didn't get this Section 12, sir. That is the problem some colleges are facing.
Therefore, perhaps the boy studied in the similar kind of college.
Without this Section 12 college.
One more question, sir. Now, we are talking about the medication, right?
Yes.
It may be tablet, it may be syrup, or anything that kind of thing, which will boost the energy and the health condition, immunity kind of thing for a humankind.
Yes.
Now, similarly, we have got plants, we have got animal, and we have got the other insects kind of thing. So why pharmacy, if you look at pharmacy, now the humankind are taking homeopathy, allopathy, and Ayurveda.
Yes.
And they are also medicine. This is also a medicine. What is the classical difference between the pharmacy, Ayurveda medicine, homeopathy medicine, and this pharmaceutical medicine? Can you please elaborate?
So please, once again, some call has come and...
Now we have got homeopathy, we have got allopathy, we have got Ayurveda, we also got naturopathy. But out of these three, Ayurveda and homeopathy and this allopathy, they give tablets, capsules, syrup, kind of thing. How can we differentiate it? Which is
if you take, I will tell from the homeopathy, sir. Homeopathy, the main theory is like cure likes. So when there is a system damage in the body, they give similar thing which can damage the body. So it very, very, very low dilutions so that the body will accustom. So it will take time to rectify the problem, sir. This is for the chronic diseases, I can agree. For the homeopathic medicines are very useful. Coming to Ayurveda, Ayurvedic people, they use only the crude material. And what we believe in allopathy is active molecule. The difference is active molecule and crude drug. For example, if a chicken is there, when you go to chicken shop, live bird, is something, and chicken with skin, chicken without skin, chicken without bones. You see how it has come down to the very, very specific material. So we, the allopathic people, we even take the medication from natural sources as well as mineral sources and synthetic sources. But we give very active molecule. So that active molecule, without interference of any of the crude material, it will directly go to the bloodstream and it show its effect. So that is the reason allopathic medicines are reliable. Means there others also reliable, but it may take time to give the treatment benefit. But whereas in allopathic medicines, the treatment benefit you can see spontaneously. For example, if you take a patient suffering from a fever, if you give paracetamol, Dolo 650, you can find within 40 minutes there will be fall of elevated temperature. So similar things if you use in Ayurveda or homeopathy, they may reduce, but it may take time, maybe 1 day or 2 days or something like that. So meanwhile, the patient need the recovery immediately. So that is the reason in the market, if you see, most of the allopathic medicines are about 96%, 90% above they occupied. The remaining 10% only you can find other systems of medicine. They are also useful, but here the point is the recovery, faster recovery you can find with allopathic medicines. And especially the specific treatments like for microbial infections. If you give antibiotics in allopathic medicines, maybe in infusions like injections, it will show the effect within few hours. Whereas the other systems may take 3 days, 4 days, maybe 1 week. So like that, there is a difference between among the medical systems.
Okay. See, and now the question is one question for one candidate. BSc nursing before writing MCET exam, can I take admission? Srinivas garu, you have any answer for it?
Yes, sir. There is a admission called management quota. If you approach the college directly, private colleges, there is a possibility to take admission directly without entrance examinations.
So based on +2 marks, they give you the admission.
Yes.
Okay, they have to approach the nursing colleges directly.
Directly, yes.
And claim for a seat or ask for a seat.
Yes.
Under management quota.
Yes, sir.
So without MCET, they can get it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Coming to my point to Professor. Sir, see, now there is a natural process and immediate remedy. Now, consuming too much synthetic material into our body, will it not affect our regular process?
Definitely, sir. Yeah. That is the pharmacovigilance. So there is a vigilance. So that is the reason our clinical pharmacists concentrate on that. As you asked, the question is very, very meaningful question.
Yes, sir.
So that is the main role of a pharmacist.
Sir.
So safe medical management.
Sir.
So the drug, when it goes to the body, it will distribute into the bloodstream. Through blood, it will reach to the various organs of the body. Okay. So while it is moving in the organs, definitely it will give bad effects on these other organs. Especially the main area where the drug is being metabolized, liver. So most of the drugs damage liver. And if the drug is a high molecular weight substance, it cannot be filtered in the glomerulus of the kidneys. So it will damage the kidneys also. So that is the reason the pharmacy people has to be equipped with big knowledge, proper knowledge in a proper college and with proper teachers. So if they get that knowledge, definitely they will point out during process of prescription. So this drug should not be given to the patient because this patient is already having the kidney problem and this drug is supposed to cause kidney problem. So therefore, please change the drug. Like that, the clinical pharmacist role, which the outside India, especially the developed countries, as you said, sir, this is the practice is going on. That is the reason in Western countries, there is a big respect to the pharmacy profession because those people will interfere in the therapy, and they give their comments that this prescription is not suitable to this patient. My dear physician, please change it. So my suggestion is this one, please look into it. So like that, the pharmacy professionals will involve in the process of medical treatments. So it will take time, sir, to India.
Yeah, understand. See, we generally consume either tablet or syrup. Even in your pharmacy, only either tablet or capsule, tonic, syrup.
Yeah.
Three kinds are there. See, it's a vague question, may not be the direct answer, but for general knowledge, to know something about your pharmaceutical activities. See, if you go to a doctor, an orthopedic, he will prescribe some medication. If you go to a nephrologist, he will also write some medication. If you go to general medicine, so we consume it through mouth, either a tablet, syrup, or how this tablet, syrup, or the capsule will dilute or digest into that particular problem where the problem is raised. Orthopedic problem, nephrology problem, general medicine problem, fever, how it will differentiate it.
You're telling that you don't know anything, but you're telling, sir, but you are asking very, very, very scientific question, which is very meaningful. And it will definitely touch the brains of pharmacy people, or especially the clinical pharmacists.
Yes, sir.
So when a drug is given, either it is in the form of tablet, capsule, or syrup. So first in the stomach, it will be dissolved, and then it will absorb. And from there, it will reach to the minute blood vessels present in the stomach and intestines. So from there, they absorb into the bloodstream, and from bloodstream, it will go each and every part of the body based on the chemical nature of the drug. For example, if you give an acidic drug, so acidic drug in the acidic environment of the stomach, it will absorb more.
Okay.
If you give a basic drug in the stomach acidic environment, neutralize. So for example, why insulin tablets are not there? Why insulin injections only are there? If you ask, it is very, very important and very simple answer. Insulin is a peptide, which is in a protein in nature. So when it is given in the tablet form, in the stomach, it will be digested as like other proteins. So it will be digested and it will be denatured. So therefore, it will not give its effect by absorbing into the bloodstream. Similarly, nature of the drugs, they will dissolve first. That we can call it as disintegration, dissolution. After that, it will absorb into the bloodstream. Through blood, it will reach various parts of the body. And while it is moving, for example, there is a anesthesia you want to give to a patient. So, or otherwise a problem in the head, like a drug, which is headache, for example. So the drug has to reach to the brain. So it will reach brain provided if it is a lipophilic drug. Means if it is soluble in fat. So water soluble drugs cannot reach to the brain. So there are several technical points are there, sir, in the process of drug mechanisms.
But now you tell me how these doctors will identify the correct composition and the combination of these drugs when they write the prescription. So they use the name of the company and the drug name, but how do they establish and confirm that, this combination is available with this drug?
Yeah, combinational drugs, which the permissions are given by the DCGI, Drug Control General of India.
Correct.
And
how does
they are
this
all
doctors
available.
comes to know?
Doctors comes to know means because they have everything in their books, what they have studied.
But
so
they are very long back. Now, very advanced level of medication has come and specializations have come and new diseases are coming.
These all information will be passed on to them through the literature, sir. Somebody will give leaflets or handouts.
Correct.
So by that way, they will understand that this drug is having one painkiller along with muscle relaxant. So when we give this drug to the muscle pain, so muscle relaxation will be there, pain will be relieved. So two drug combination will be there, sir.
It must be continuous learning to a doctor.
Continuous learning. Otherwise, it is not possible to give a proper treatment and current novel drug systems.
Yes, sir.
It is not so simple.
One more thing, sir. Now,
Sir.
for the question from Sadia Sultan is, for B Pharmacy, before writing exam, can I take admission by a management quota? So,
Yeah, they
suppose
can.
if your college is there, you got B Pharmacy and Pharma D, how can you help her in getting admission? What
Definitely,
is the procedure?
if they visit the college, we will see the 10+2 marks and we will hold the candidate. And whenever the Telangana Council for Higher Education gives the notification for recruitment or giving admissions to the B category, immediately we will inform the candidate to come and submit the certificates. So like that, they can now come and submit their details so that we will give the information whenever it arises. So we have the seats, sir. We have 60 seats in B Pharmacy, 30
Sultana,
seats
would
in
you like to talk to Professor Principal Garu regarding your admission? If say yes, then you can unmute your mic. We will allow you to unmute, or you can take a video call also. Sadia Sultana, kindly send message if you are willing to talk to sir regarding the admission in the Bhaskar Pharmacy College. Okay. So any other question from the participants, please, you can raise your hand or send text message so that, you know, we will start giving you clarification. Sir, how much, yeah, may I know Act 12 approved colleges? Then, sir, how much do we need to get in MCET to get a free rank, free seat? What should be the rank to get free seat in pharmacy?
For B Pharmacy or PharmaD, sir?
For B Pharmacy and PharmaD mix separately.
So PharmaD for open category, below 10,000 is possible, sir, to get free seat.
Okay.
And for B Pharmacy, it is around 20,000. So for open category, based on the reservations and all, maybe some 5,000-6,000 will be that side. So
how many government colleges are there? She's also asking. Rashida is also inquiring government colleges.
For B Pharmacy, we have Kakatiya University, Palamuru University.
Okay.
There are three universities are there, sir, to get the.
There are three colleges which are constituted affiliated to universities. Government wise, only three colleges are there.
Three colleges.
The rest are all private. So
Yes.
to get an admission in government college, they must get a rank less than 4,000-5,000. If it is
Yes,
district basis.
Yes, yes.
Without appearing for entrance exam, how can we apply for degree colleges? So it is through those. See, there is a question from Sadia Begum. She's asking, without appearing for entrance exam, how can we apply for degree colleges? Degree college admissions are through those counseling, and you can approach and apply to some of the private degree colleges which have got permission from court. So they fill up the seats on their own. So visit the list of the such colleges, or if needed,
Yes,
you can approach our helpline center 9246377055. You can get that list of the colleges. Yeah. So next, any other question, please put it there. Yeah, I will take a chance to interact with our professor. Sir, can you please differentiate what is the difference between pharmacy and PharmaD? Why PharmaD is not so popular as of now? Where many colleges have got pharmacy, but all colleges do not have PharmaD. What is the specific advantage for a student doing this PharmaD?
Definitely, sir. As I said in the earlier question, I explained you about the Western style of medical treatment, where the pharmacist, clinical pharmacist will involve and he will object the wrong prescriptions and all, which it is not practically possible in India. So that is the duty of PharmaD, sir, not B Pharmacy. So only PharmaD people can object the prescriptions. So that style will come in India soon when we reach at par with the Western countries. But whereas the B Pharmacy people, most of them, either they work in pharmaceutical industry in the manufacturing of drugs, or even in the hospital medical shop setup where the dispensing of pharmacy is taking place. So B Pharmacy people manufacture and dispense the drugs. PharmaD people will work in the hospital, assist the medical physicians for safe management by giving proper prescriptions. If there is a wrong in the prescription, PharmaD people will give the suggestion to the physician to change the prescription if it is not fit to the particular patient. Because the treatment is nowadays is individual treatments. So one drug is effective in certain patients suffering from the same disease person in the other case you cannot give, because patient to patient there is a variation in genetic setup. So the genetic variations will definitely affect the things, the outcome of the treatments. That is the reason it is very clear. PharmaD people work in hospitals and B Pharmacy people will work in industry and pharmacy outlets. That is the main difference between B Pharm and PharmaD. And both will work in the research organizations.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Both will work.
Okay.
Both will work.
4+2 is a PG. 4 years pharmacy, 2 years M Pharmacy is PG. But this is also 6 years, that is also 6 years. What is the difference between PharmaD and M Pharmacy?
So M Pharmacy is after B Pharmacy 6 years, 10+2+4+2. And this is 10+2+6. So the total is same. And both will eligible to do the PhD, sir. because 10 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2, that is PG, is eligible criteria for PhD, and 10 plus 2 plus 6 also eligible criteria for PhD. And PharmD is an integrated PG course. It is an integrated PG course. First 4 years is UG, next 2 years is PG, like that.
Okay.
So when you talk in terms of equality, M-Pharmacy is equal to PharmD.
Okay. So you please, can you please elaborate how Bhaskar Pharmacy College is able to help the candidates in getting better placements in, yeah.
Yes, sir. Every year we conduct the campus interviews, campus drives, and about 5-6 companies in and around Hyderabad, 20 to 30 people. Pharmacy, if anybody study, the job opportunity is 100% is available with us, because most of the companies are looking for the M-Pharmacy candidates, and the need is more, and our production is less. So I can give assurance that those candidates who take admission in our college for M-Pharmacy, they have 100%. Bhaskar Pharmacy College will provide a job opportunity. And B-Pharm, some companies, those who are very bright and all, so about 30-40% people are getting jobs after B-Pharm. So throughout the country, it is like that. And
Yeah.
PharmD, we have produced 3 batches. And majority of them, first, second batches, they 30-40% have gone to abroad, and remaining people have been absorbed into several hospitals in and around Hyderabad, especially AAG Hospital and Basavatarakam Hospital. Our students are working there, sir, as clinical pharmacists.
Sir.
So the job opportunities are very good nowadays, and it will be some more encouraging in the future, I hope.
See,
Because I believe,
yeah.
as long as human beings are there, diseases will be there. I don't want God to give diseases, but as long as humans are there, diseases will be there. As long as diseases are there, medicines required. So pharmacy is required, sir.
Yeah, one more very strange question.
Yeah.
This pharmacy is only for human beings. Then what about the pets and animals? What do you call?
Yeah, that is veterinary medicines. These are also same medicines, but they manufacture with different guidelines.
Okay,
The guidelines are different.
who will take care of that? The pharmacy students, or do they have separate set of trained people for that? Who will take care of that medication?
The difference is between veterinary medicines and human medicines is just like chapati and puri, sir.
Correct.
So raw material is same and manufacturing process is same. Only the chapati is prepared in a different manner and puri is different manner.
But
So
same, these
veterinary
pharmacy students will work there?
same pharmacy, same industry, same guidelines are different. That's all.
Okay. See, now one more thing.
Manufacturing
now-
rules, regulations, and guidelines are different.
Yeah.
So.
Now she is asking, Sadi is asking, which would be better after, is it M-Pharmacy or D-Pharm? She is asking, it is Pharma D, I believe. Which would be better? Does it, suppose if they take Pharma D now, is there any blockage for their career in future? If the pharmacy, if they take now 4 plus 2 years, they can choose specialization, as you are mentioning, the pharmacology and many other specializations are there, no, for you?
Yeah, pharmacy.
Would they miss it? Suppose if they join now Pharma D, would they miss that opportunity?
So not like that, sir. Pharma D people also study all these subjects, and they are also some of the minute fraction like interested in working in pharmaceutical industry, and they're working.
Okay.
Especially in the research, drug manufacturing research R&D departments. And remaining 70% are going to hospital setups.
Yeah.
So Pharma D is having the sharpness both sides.
Okay.
They can work in industry as well as they can work in hospital. But majority of the people opting for hospital working, because their mode of learning is on hospital setup.
Okay.
But at the same time, they learn something about the drug discovery, new drug discovery. So
Yeah,
some fraction is going.
Yeah, Rashid asking, sir, we did not get any update from government about the admission of students in colleges. If you get an announcement from college regarding joining in pharmacy, will it be a fraud or not? Definitely, as of now, it is a fraud. No message, no communication. Government will publish the information only after this MCET examination, and this admission process, and most probably may happen only in the month of October, not even September also. Now today there is some news from the news channel saying that the MCET may happen from 9th onwards. 9, 10, 11 kind of thing. So please don't believe any such information or communication you get from the SMS kind of thing. So you please better follow the government guidelines, and it will come only in the month of September. And
Definitely.
better you observe the newspaper and TV channels, and it will be published very popularly. Sir, which one is good, B pharmacy or D pharmacy? Very straight question from Sadia. Pharmacy, B pharmacy or D pharmacy or pharma D? See, as you said, after +2 they have got 3 openings. B pharmacy is there, pharma D is there, D pharmacy is there.
Yeah.
To get a job, which course would be better?
So if the person is having the interest to work in a
hospital,
is better, sir. Otherwise, if they want to work in a pharmaceutical industry in manufacturing of drugs, better to go for B pharmacy. And if the candidate is planning to work in a big hospital and help the healthcare system by giving some suggestions to the in way of adverse effects and unwanted effects and drug interactions, if the person is having that interest to work in a corporate hospital setup, it is better to join in pharma. All the 3 have got
their own advantages. Advantages.
More advantages are there for the pharma D than anything else. Pharma D is the best course because coming days the country needs more clinical pharmacists, I'm sure. This is my expectation, and it happens 100% guarantee that more pharma D people are required to give the good treatment for the mankind.
Okay. So one more question from Rashida. Sir, MCET has been postponed. Can you please say when it is going to be held? Yeah, there are some news items in the news channels and in the newspapers today. It says that the MCET, Telangana MCET may be conducted in the September 1st week, probably from 9th onwards after this JEE main examination. So if you take another question to sir, what would be the minimum and the maximum pay package that student will get if they study in your Bhaskara Pharmacy College for Pharma D or B Pharmacy or M Pharmacy? How are you helping them? What is the best package they are getting from your college?
Many students recently, the government has recruited hospital pharmacists in primary health centers of government setups. So there, the minimum salary is 30,000 rupees, sir, for government employees.
Yes,
government, those who are getting government jobs, either in the primary health centers or railway board, railway hospitals. Sir. So 30 to 32,000 rupees starting salary for B pharmacy candidates.
Sir.
And if they get any private job, so that is different. So it depends on the capability. And as far as my college students, Bhaskara Pharmacy College students who are getting jobs through our college, M Pharmacy, minimum 18,000 rupees they are getting, sir. That is only for 6 months to 1 year. After that, their salary will be normalized, and minimum salary will be there from 25 to 30,000 rupees after that. And within 5 years, they will reach to big salary above 50,000 rupees in manufacturing field if they want to join. And government, as I said, if drug inspector, if a person got selected for drug inspector, few have been selected last few years back. Central Drug Department or even Railway Board, and recently some students got selected for the government pharmacist jobs. So they have very good packages. So
any other questions to sir, please? Students, any other questions are there? Okay. One more question to you, sir. Now, what are the allied industry, pharmaceutical allied industry? Now people are talking about this vaccine. Now people are talking about the vaccine. So biotechnology. So this, how can you have an affiliation for biotechnology and the pharmaceutical industry? Can a pharmacy student work for a biotechnology company? Or is there any relationship?
In the syllabus itself, sir, there is about more than 30% of the syllabus is connected with the biotechnology and microbiological sciences.
Okay.
So that is the thing. So that is the reason most of the vaccine industries, people who are working belongs to pharmacy.
Oh.
If you take Bharat Biotech or biological events, so these are all the pharmaceutical industries, even Karnataka Antibiotics, Bengaluru. So many of our friends are working after B Pharma or after M Pharma. So that is directly connected with pharmacy.
Okay.
Vaccine
so
technology.
Biotechnology, So in a biotechnology industry, mostly pharmacy students, B pharmacy and M pharmacy student also will work
Yes, yes.
in the drug formulation and quality testing. They do work. That's it.
Yeah. The quality testing, quality control, quality assurance,
Okay.
as well as manufacturing, formulations, product
You
development.
will form the formula synthesis kind of thing. Synthesize the formula.
Yeah. That is at the beginning, sir. When a chemical substance is being developed, so
Okay.
these people will see the possibilities how to prepare this synthesis, the molecule. So
Sir.
the molecule synthesis production also chemistry, pharmaceutical chemistry, that is.
Okay.
So that is the duty of pharmaceutical chemistry, which is 25% of the syllabus covers in pharmaceutical chemistry.
Sir.
So even bulk drug industry also connected with pharmacy people, where they develop the active molecules.
Sir.
So those molecules will be supplied to the pharmaceutical formulation industries.
Sir.
So they will manufacture the drugs by using certain excipients. They mix certain
Sir.
excipients, means additives, and they make this active molecule into tablet form, or as you said, capsule form, or the syrup form. So all these forms will be prepared by the pharmaceutical formulation industries.
Sir.
So prior to that is a bulk drug industry, where you will get the active molecule.
Sir. So Sadi is also asking, where is this Bhaskara College located?
So Bhaskara Pharmacy College is located in the Bhaskara Medical College campus and JBIT Engineering campus. It is exactly 15 to 16 kilometers from Mehdipatnam towards Moinabad. It is very nearer place to the Chilkur Balaji temple, sir. So we have 9 colleges in the same campus. It is a multi-institutional campus. You cannot find this many courses in any other campus in Hyderabad or even Telangana. So we have all medical, dental, pharmacy, engineering, law, architecture.
Okay.
So some of the things are missing in some groups. I'm not telling that we are top number one.
Yes,
We may be one of the best institutions in this state and also in this country, and which are offering many courses, multidisciplinary courses. And we started multidisciplinary research also, sir, recently.
Sir.
So we are working on medical and pharmacy and engineering together. We are
Sir.
developing certain instruments and equipments
Sir.
for the use of healthcare system.
Sir. So any other question, sir? Can you say about the fee structure? She's asking fees.
Yeah, fee structure, B Pharmacy, the fees is, our college is around 55,000 per annum, and Pharma D is 1 lakh rupees, this is 85,000 rupees per annum, and M Pharmacy is 1,10,000 rupees per annum. So throughout the state, if you see, the minimum fees is 68,000 for Pharma D, and maximum is around 1,10,000 rupees per annum, if they get through convener.
Okay. Thank you. Any other question to our expert today? Sir, when do we do D pharmacy? Then do we need to any specialization necessary to do a job? When we do
B Pharmacy,
D pharmacy,
there is no specialization.
okay.
B Pharmacy is a 4 years degree course which start everything, and then they have to do the specialization in post graduation M Pharmacy.
Okay.
And now the pharmaceutics and pharmacology, pharmaceutical analysis are the top specializations which have got more demand for the getting job after
Yeah.
M Pharmacy.
Yeah, Sadia wants to take a management seat. Can you do, Sadia Sultana, can you please take one number so that you can approach them directly? What is the general number? Generally, the admissions is taken care, sir. Or otherwise, Sadia Garu, if you can write your number, then we will forward to the college. They will talk to you directly. Can you please?
Otherwise, my number, I am available throughout the time,
Okay,
sir.
you can you please spell it out, sir. Can you please read, sir?
970 40 14 333.
Once again,
970 40 14 333.
Oscar, you can put it in the chat so that everybody will look at it.
Once again, I will tell, sir, 970 40 14 333.
Okay.
So any doubt or any assistance for admission in our college,
Thank
I am
you.
readily available,
Yeah.
and definitely I will do the next.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay. So, Srinaskar, can you please place the last slides?
Yes, sir.
So, okay, fine. So she says that she got it. Okay. So, Professor, thank you very much, Professor Srinivas Rao Garu,
Welcome,
for your
sir.
valuable time and more valuable message, communication, and knowledge that you have given to the students. And really, it's a wonderful session. You know, it explains broadly about the pharmacy industry and all things. So it's a program regularly we are organizing every day for the benefit of the students, particularly of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So we are bringing one expert from one course to explain the best opportunities that students have after that course, completion of that course, job market, trends kind of thing. So students can enroll their details, name on our website, www.kavconsultants.com, or they can send their queries in advance to info@capconsultants.com, and they can also send SMS or WhatsApp message to 9246377055. So it's a free service. I request the participants to inform your colleagues, friends, to register their details every day and participate in the College Connect program, which is more useful, helpful in your college selection process, choosing right course process kind of thing. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best. We'll meet once again tomorrow with a new topic. Professor, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Right.